You just have to flood a country's public square with enough raw sewage. You just have to raise enough questions, spread enough dirt, plant enough conspiracy theorizing that citizens no longer know what to believe. Once they lose trust in their leaders, in mainstream media, in political institutions, in each other, in the possibility of truth, the game's won.
Right now, the biggest task we have is persuading our fellow Americans and shifting public opinion.
These systems by which people receive information in this country have completely broken down.
Lies on social media are distorting people's minds.
The plain fact is that there's been a complete and total epistemic breakdown among tens of millions of our fellow Americans.
A sea of voices and websites and places to go for information that is simply not true and then is backed up again and again and again and again until it becomes narrative.
Our sense of shared reality fractured.
We don't even live on the same planet. We share the soil with people that get their news and their information, their data, and their comedy from different worlds. And every now and then they intersect and we're stunned. We're like, what is going on?
There's nothing to see.
He could have undermined the messaging so much that he can actually control exactly what people think. And that is our job.
No, really, there is nothing to see.
They broke our brains.
Start your tape right now, because I'm about to tell you the truth.
You can trust us. We are telling the truth.
And F you if you can't handle the truth.
The one thing, the only thing that's clear as day is that the vaccines were a miracle, they were safe and effective, and they saved
hundreds of thousands of lives.
Then they accuse you of being a conspiracy theorist.
We are literally living in two realities, right? And like the day of the election, every single voter noted that democracy was their top issue. And 3 out of 4 people said that they were concerned about the state of democracy. But we all had completely different versions of what that threat meant.
We are in so much trouble.
Misinformation, extremism, and conspiracy theories have dominated the unregulated right-wing media spaces. Do you think that there is a way to cultivate a counterpoint to the disinformation, misinformation, and right-wing paranoia that flourishes on the internet and is proven so intoxicating to the majority of this country, I guess?
It's an elaborate multi-billion-dollar infrastructure, and there is nothing like it on the pro-democracy side. We don't have the equivalent of Joe Rogan and Jordan Peterson to move that man in a feminist direction.
Democrats used to have a guy like Joe Rogan on their side. His name was Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan voted for Bernie, but then Democrats and CNN said he was killing people because he wasn't vaxxed. Trump said, sure, I'll talk to him. They hit it off and Rogan endorsed him. That's what happens when you reject everyone from your party who doesn't agree with you 100%. Elon Musk, Tulsi, RFK Jr., Rogan, all former Democrats now riding with Trump. So go ahead, liberals, do a podcast. Talk for 3 hours and make it interesting. How are you going to do that if you're not allowed to defend anybody or get close to the truth?
People don't want to believe what the country actually is, because if they believe it, they're going to have to confront what's in them.
I don't know what I said. I don't remember.
Not everybody can be a robot polisher.
The most autocratic forces in our political culture are able to manipulate public opinion through social media and misinformation in ways that are genuinely scary.
Cannot let these guys control discourse in this country or we are headed to hell.
We've seen what it looks like when a society loses the ability to distinguish truth from fiction.
We can't think anymore in this country.
How do they gain so much influence? How does the truth even begin to compete?
I know you guys are objective over there, that you just report the news as it is.